So the time is now around 2:30 or just past 2:30. We didn't want to have a particularly big lunch. We ate something on the plane. We ate a massive breakfast. So just a oolong tea, a bit of sushi for lunch for now. We might get a bit more during dinner. I'm here for a business trip, so don't expect anything exciting. Although I think at night time we will try to go out to a few different spots to try out a few different things. I've been here for many times here in Taipei, Taiwan, so it'll be good to try something different since we're doing a bit of vlog. Again, we are on a business trip, so we're gonna have this quickly. Maybe just do a bit of walk around, probably get ourselves a coffee as well, and then we're going to head back into the hotel room. Got a fair bit of work to do. Quite a hectic week this week, to tell the honest truth. Hectic week with a lot of meetings, and then hectic week next week as well. A bit of planning from the work front as well. So I'm gonna quickly zap through the sushi. Fingers crossed I'm going to be safe, and then we'll catch you guys in a bit. Alright, we just had lunch. You probably cannot see. I don't know if the camera is showing off, but it is raining, dark sky. We got ourselves some coffee, and you probably saw in the video that we went to the Pokemon store and got some stuff as well. Here's a traveling tip for those who are coming to Taiwan, especially when you are shopping at big department store. Make sure you bring your passport, because you can actually do tax-free at these bigger department store. Silly me, I completely forgotten about it. I left my passport in the hotel, so we have to come back and get our sort of tax refund. Now, also important note as well, this is what I learned from last time, is that if you make the purchase on that day, let's say I make the purchase today, I can't go back the day after, so tomorrow, I can't go back tomorrow and get my tax refund. I have to do it on the same day. So that's why it's a bit of silly me leaving the passport in the hotel. Luckily the hotel isn't too far away. I would say it's probably about 100 meter to 200 meter away, so I can easily do that a little bit later on. I guess the contemplating point is, when do we do it? When do we do it? Like I said, it's now around 3:30. I think around 3:30. Just checking my clock, around 3 o'clock, 3:30. I've got tons of work to do. Got a few PowerPoint presentations to put together. I got a big internal meeting coming up this Thursday, which I have to do a bit of work on. And then we also have a massive planning session on Monday, which I haven't even started. So that's why I got heaps of work to do. I might quickly run up to the hotel, grab my passport, and then run back down and then just get the tax refund and over and done with. And then so we can pretty much concentrate for a good 3-4 hours and knock out some work. And then tonight we'll see what we want to have. I might need a bit of an assistant in order to find out what food I want for tonight, but you won't be disappointed. We will try to go out of this particular area that we're staying in to really get a good taste of some Taiwan delicacy. So heading back to the hotel, haven't had a sip of this coffee since I bought it, so we're going to drink it, and we might quickly run and get our passport and get our tax refund. Time check now is around 6:15, and we just got out of the hotel. I think we did about a good solid 1.5-2 hours of work. I decided to head out for a early dinner because there's still heaps of work to do. Got a few more emails and something that I need to attend urgently, so kind of got a little bit sidetracked, but I'm not sure you can see at the back. This is kind of where we're staying, the hotel. This hotel is called Humble House by Hilton. It's a very, very nice hotel, as we kind of had a sneak peek of it. So we're heading to eat some local delicacy, which is Taiwan is very famous for beef noodles. So we're heading to a place called Bandao Beef Noodles. High rating overall, pretty good rating on Google. Funny enough, ChatGPT didn't suggest this place. I had to find for myself. I was going to go to another place which has a Michelin star, but it feels a bit of a mission just to go there. This place is actually around 450 meters away from where I'm staying, so it's a walkable distance. It is a bit of overcast today, so we do have an umbrella. We got one from the hotel. I can walk 450 meters to eat some beef noodles. That's no worries. But if you were to tell me to catch a cab to go there, I will pass for today. Where not necessarily just because I was feeling tired, just that we still got a fair bit of work to do. And then I actually want to squeeze in a gym session tonight as well before we call it a day. So that's why we decided that we are going to eat somewhere closer to the hotel, so we can go back to the hotel quickly. It does seem like everyone is getting off around this time. This particular area is getting a little bit more lively now. The Humble House Hotel is actually very close to one of the landmarks in Taiwan, which is Taiwan 101. Hence, a lot of people are walking through here, tourists, people getting off work, so forth and so forth. With that said, let's march on to this beef noodle place and see if it's any good. We actually arrived at the restaurant, but we have to do a bit of a U-turn, or actually try to find the closest ATM possible, because there are still some places that only accept cash, and we only have $100 Taiwanese dollars on us, so we need to go to find an ATM. Hopefully there might be one in 7-Eleven or some sort of convenience store that we can withdraw cash. Otherwise, we might have to walk all the way back to the hotel and exchange some money. I didn't anticipate this. I thought they might take card. A lot of the times for these older restaurants, I'm about to get run over. A lot of the time for these older traditional restaurants, I had the feeling that they might just take cash. I thought in order to tackle tourism, they might take card, but unfortunately they don't. So we are frantically going to try to look for a place to draw some cash out and then head back to the restaurant and get some noodles. Alright, we arrived. We've been given the sheet to fill out. My Chinese is pretty limited, but I think we've got the beef noodles and then we've got the dumpling as well. So I'm going to hand this in. I don't know if I want to get anything else. I think we're just going to leave it at that. So I'm going to just give you guys have a look how we've done this. We just got some pork and veggie dumplings and some beef noodles. I'm going to hand it through now, and I think we have to pay, so I'm going to actually leave you here. I doubt people will be stealing this. Time check, not even 7 o'clock. We literally came in at like 7:15, I think, maybe a little bit earlier. We absolutely demolished everything, just to show that I think I was pretty hungry, not gonna lie. So let's talk about the beef. The beef was probably the best part of the noodles. It was really tender, very well cooked. The taste kind of exploded from the first bite. It was really interesting because when I look at the soup now, or when you have a look at the soup earlier on, or maybe look at the soup now, it's actually a veggie broth. So you've got carrots, you've got some daikon. So it's actually a veggie broth, which kind of explains why it's not as heavy, I suppose, the word I'm maybe looking for, as other beef noodle soup that I've tasted in the past. Maybe it is better that way because there was a huge contrast between the soup and the beef. Actually, the beef was so tender, so juicy, all the flavor was in the beef, and then when you had the noodles, when you had the soup, when you had the veggies, and then when you go into that beef, it really stood out. It really stood out. Dumplings is dumplings. I'm not going to be able to comment any further than that, I think. Pretty standard dumplings, to tell the truth. Now, I'm sitting on the table. You can scan a QR code and leave a comment and leave a suggestion to them on Google, and that's why this place got 10,000 reviews. And if you do that, they give you a small appetizer / side dish. I'm not going to do that actually because I am going to pay for what I eat. I'm not going to chip out on the deal. Is it 4.8 out of 5 on Google? I'm not going to go as far as that. The beef, before I was going to really only give it around 3-ish, maybe 3.5. This is kind of my first heavy meal in Taiwan, but the beef kind of takes it to a level. So not quite 4.8, but 4 out of 5 would be quite just that. I love coming to this kind of vibe of place, kind of traditional, local, and that's why specifically I didn't want to go to eat a beef noodle franchise place, and this place was absolutely perfect for what I needed. Now I'm just going to have to pay for it. I think the damage is around 400 Taiwanese dollars. I have to do the math here. Let's just take out the phone out quickly for those who are playing at home.
2 seconds later.
Alright, let's say the damage is 350 Taiwanese dollars. I think it'll be around 10, 11 dollar USD according to our currency converter. I enjoyed it. Overall, nothing terribly to say. I was thinking for content's sake we might actually go to different beef noodle shop this trip and just try them all out, and that might be better than just going to really random Taiwan eatery places. Maybe could compare all the beef noodle places in this area and do a review on that.